All right. And we are beginning. So the last time I played, I forgot to turn on the game audio, much like I almost just did again. But I went ahead and made sure it was on before we began this time. But other than that, Happy New Year's, everyone who's joining in. I
We
appreciate it.
have all but destroyed the Jedi Knights. The old Republic is crippled.
And I hope everyone
They can do
had a great
nothing to
evening.
stop us now. But there is one thing standing in our way. One last
And we
Jedi
got home
who
safe
has
and
yet
had
to
a great
choose
time.
his true role in the galaxy. If he joins us on the path to darkness, those who fight alongside
Me
him
and the
will
girlfriend
follow.
just
But
really
if he
stayed
takes the
home,
path of a
watched the
Jedi,
Fallout
those who
show,
join him will feel the
which was
vengeance
a lot of
of the
fun.
dark side.
We rewatched the first season. Got those recently on 4K, so that was very cool. Just getting to watch those that way.
The highly anticipated sequel to the
Dark
2003
side.
Game of the Year, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith
The
Lords.
Sith Lords. So that was what I did, about 40-ish minutes. So that's what we'll just go ahead and do again today. We're picking up right where we left off when I first played. This will increase demolitions, persuade, one more. Let's do awareness. I don't remember what I picked. I think I just did stun. Awesome.
Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you intact, Master. How may I be of assistance? Answer. That is all that remains of the maintenance officer, Master. At the end, he was quite incoherent from the pain, and attempts to facilitate communications with him proved useless. I heard his dying screams as the droids he tended turned on him, mining him like a piece of asteroid rock.
Like a piece of asteroid rock.
Recitation? Oh, yes, Master. The record of his last moments were...
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone that... Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop! Stop, please!
Addendum. His remaining attempts at communication are variations in decibel, Master, ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering inarticulate attempts to beg for his life. Recitation? Oh,
Please
yes,
repeat
Master.
that.
The record of his last moments were...
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone that... Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop! Stop, please!
Addendum. His His remaining attempts at communication are variations in Decibel Master, ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering inarticulate attempts to beg for his life.
Okay, that is insane. I do appreciate everyone who's watching. But like I said, I hope everyone had a great night. I'm just replaying this since I was a kid. Haven't played it since I've ever been a little child. Last time going through. A little bit of a delay right there, but it's not too terrible. I'll let myself heal up a little bit. I do stream other stuff as well, just still slowly getting things together in order to be able to do it correctly and well. Like I recently got a new headset that because the last one I had was the well I don't remember what the brand was, but it was one of those dongle things that you can plug into your computer to have it connect automatically, and I don't know, it just never really worked. Oh fuck. And it kind of bothered me because I spent like $100 and something on it in the hopes that it would, so I could have it wireless. It worked wired, but I didn't want to. It was hard to go get drinks or really do anything when I could only go like 6 feet away from the computer. But about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I went to Best Buy, and they actually had a pretty good deal where I was able to get a really nice headset for pretty cheap. So that's what I'm using now, and I'm hoping to get a mic soon so I can stream from my Xbox more and like talk into the Xbox, have that be recorded, but then have an extra mic kind of going so they can pick up my responses, because yeah, I'm still trying to figure everything out. I think that's a roundabout way to pick up my Xbox chat and me at the same time. But from what I read online doing my research, that seemed to be what the answer was. Dude, these maintenance droids really annoy the shit out of me. It's going to blow up like that. So it's always super hard to hit, so I have to get up close. Access maintenance logs. Ooh.
Finished the sonic imprint sensor prototype for the mining droids. Everyone knows they need an upgrade. The sensor should allow me to issue voice commands to them rather than manually adjusting their routine each time the mining specifications change. I've been keeping the sensor in the maintenance workshop for the time being. I wanted to test it first by recording and playing back some simple voice commands. Finished my examination of the droids from the Ebonhawk freighter. The T3 unit looked like it had shut itself down. The protocol droid, however, made up for it. It talked my ear off for most of the hour, asking questions about the facility, the personnel, and so on. Still, it wanted to make itself useful, so I put it to work until its master wakes up from the med bay. It seems to have some skills in speaking to droid behavior course, so there's been some trouble with some of the mining droids, so I'm signing off. Been speaking to the protocol droid about the Jedi in medbay. I thought they'd all gone away or been killed in the Jedi Civil War. The The droid told me that his master is the only Jedi he knows of in all the galaxy. And that the Jedi had served in the Mandalorian Wars almost 10 years ago. That would have meant that the Jedi served under Revan for a time. Maybe the Jedi knows what happened to Revan after the end of the Jedi Civil War. Been too busy to enter a log for a while. There's been more and more accidents since that Jedi arrived. The miners are starting to get restless, especially Korta. Korta said the exchange is offering a huge bounty on Jedi Knights and that we can make a fortune if we sell the Jedi to Nar Shaddaa. Security shut down that idea pretty quick. But I don't think Korta and his men are going to give up that easy. I mentioned the trouble to the Jedi's protocol droid.
Did you guys
He seemed concerned about his
turn it
master's
about?
safety. I told the droid not to worry.
Turn
that
into
Korta
Jedi
wouldn't-
for a bounty if you were in their position, or would you just be like, "Nah, I'm cool." I'm not sure what I would do. Well, it depends on like if I had a family and stuff. I probably would, to be completely honest.
When the dock officer reported the droids repairing the Ebonhawk, I installed a voice print ID on the droid console system. Someone ordered them to repair that freighter. But I can't find a trace
If I
of the
was a
order
Jedi,
anywhere.
I
If anyone tries that again,
feel
they
like
won't
I
be
would
able
be
to do from this terminal
understanding if
unless I let
someone
them. The voice
attempted
print should
to.
cut any
I'd be like,
user
"Well,
off
I
from the
get
central
it, bro.
functions unless I give the code.
You got a family, things you need to do,
The maintenance check on the droids didn't help. If anything, the
bills."
accidents have increased. Security interrogated me about the droids and they weren't too happy with my answers. I don't understand it though. These aren't combat models. They shouldn't even know how to attack. I can't help but think, what if somebody staged the initial trouble with the mining droids just to get them all sent to maintenance, and then did something to them? I think security's right. Someone's trying to sabotage this facility and they're using the droids to do it. But why?
Okay, I checked the fuel lines. Gotta lose. And after I do stream, I do put these up on my YouTube. Sean Elian, like chameleon. Why do I have the plasma torch? Shit, nice. Dangle mines.
When the dock officer reported the droids repairing the Ebonhawk, I installed a voice print ID on the droid console system. Someone ordered them to repair that freighter. But I can't find a trace of the order anywhere. If anyone tries that again, they won't be able to do it from this terminal unless I let them. The voice print should cut any user off from the central functions unless I give the code.
Okay, I guess I didn't get the codes. Let me go back to that robot boy.
meeting. Recitation? Oh, yes, Master. The record of his last moments were...
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone that... Oh, no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop! Stop, please!
Addendum. His remaining attempts at communication are variations in decibel, Master, ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering inarticulate attempts to beg for his life. Objection. Master, to commit such an act would be in violation of the ethics programming most droids are believed to possess. I am afraid there is nothing that can be done. Proud answer. Master, I believe my vocabulator is working
Kinda sounds like
adequately
Adam
enough to
Tudyk.
accommodate
No,
your
Alan
request.
Tudyk,
A recitation.
in my
Maintenance
opinion.
control voice print ID R1B5.
There. Was that sufficient, Master?
Yes, I think that's all I'll need.
Confused query. I am sorry, Master. Were you speaking to yourself?
I mean, kind of, but... Never mind then. I'll be going now. Okay, I think that's what I did the last time.
Maintenance control voice print ID R1B5.
Space suits. Going into space suits on the walkway. Gotta avoid these fumes, otherwise I'll get burnt. Oh fuck. I do love Star Wars. Probably one of my more favorite franchises.
It's about time. I lost your signal after you left the mining tunnels. Now you're coming in clear.
Except I'm picking you up on the exterior of the facility, on the asteroid's surface. That can't be right.
I'm right outside the observation
Huh?
window.
What are you doing out there?
I'm just taking a relaxing
You're crazy,
walk.
even for a Jedi. Look, you need to get out of there, quick.
Sorry, I'm just plugging in my phone right now. Forgot to plug it in last night. I'm trying to pick up the pace. Believe
What
me.
little is left of the facility's venting systems have gone active, most likely from the explosions in the mining tunnels. They're venting Paraga's fuel deposits into space through the exterior vents, right in your path.
Can't you shut them down?
I can't. I'm locked out of the main systems here. I couldn't shut it down if I tried. The vents look like they've been purposely rerouted to vent the gases to the exterior. And only in the last few minutes. It's almost as if... Now what now? I don't believe this. There's a ship coming in, sending a docking code. I have a bad feeling about this.
Excuse me. That's where I need to get. If he's a Jedi, why doesn't he just jump up there? Hmm. It is a beautiful day today, though. Whack. Now the fire suppression systems have gone active, and I can't even make it to the dormitory section. I watched the turrets turn their carbonite freeze rays on Maban before he even got halfway across the room. Fortunately, the rain doesn't seem to go beyond the room itself, so I was able to remain safe in the corridor. But I didn't have any ranged weapons to take them down from a distance, and I didn't have a stun field generator to sneak across the room either. I tried unlocking the storage room door to see if there's any cold resistant items or grenades I could use, but the door was sealed from the lockdown. I don't know enough about security systems to open it. I didn't have a sonic charge to blow the door open. Still, as long as the droids don't make it into this section, I should be alright. Well, they made it into that section. That's what he was talking about. Snipe this swoop. So you gotta increase the demolitions. You gotta get grenades. Mines. And they're just whacking the fuck out of him. Let my health get back up. up, boy. Yeah, snipe that buck. No. With that. Sniping this fool. Let's get him. Yeah. Wow. Bio restorative something. I still don't get why they're spiders. If you had arachnophobia, not like if you're playing the game, but like if you were like a minor, and then like you went in for your job interview, you know, you did well, got the job. Okay, you start in the week, and you're like, cool, cool, cool. You know, you go do your things for that whole week, and then you go in, and next thing you know, chipping away at some rock, turn around, and boom, fucking spider. I don't even know what I would do. I'd probably fucking leave. You probably couldn't because you're in like fucking outer rim. Kind of just faced with having to confront your fear, I guess. I swear they're never going to get around to fixing the ventilation system, and if the food processors back up again, then next time the fumes start flooding the mess hall, I'll be dead rather than just nauseous. I'll keep the breath mask here just in case we have a repeat incident. save my level ups until I'm almost dead in all the games I play that give level ups. Ooh, hollow log. Hollow log. Go. There we go. Nothing in there. Blow this door up. Fuck that door. Carbine repeating blaster. Another enhanced energy cell.
This may be the beginning of a long record. It's about an hour after the facility suffered the explosion that triggered the emergency lockdown. Just finished helping the dock officer set up the transmission relay. Not much signal strength, but it's better than nothing. The transmission gives the code to open the turbo lift when or if help arrives. Code is a simple group of 5 numbers. 3, 17, 13. Then the next 2 numbers are...
Sir, couldn't we contact the med bay? Maybe the Jedi's awake. If so, he could help us.
No good. The link to the medical computer was severed from the hub, just like the administration console. Even if the Jedi wakes up, how would we get the dormitory turbo lift code to him? Without it, the turbo lift to the administration level is locked down. We just took an inventory of our supplies. We've got enough emergency rations in the dormitories to last almost a month. But with all the problems in the facility, I don't know how long we'll last. I wish we could contact the Jedi. Maybe he could... But no, he's still floating in that damn tank. Someone's played us for fools. And since Kotor and his crew aren't locked in here with us, it's pretty clear who it was. If I ever catch up with that Mandalorian-loving son of a... At least the air scrubbers are still working, even though they're tied into the... Hey, what's happening to the ventilation system? Is...
Damn. They all got murdered.
Manama treto sobre barakto drun. Krishe mentru gre baba no flank turu na saganich. Grava we no ku se tabate bate. Trawinsto so potuto neliep green patata. Trawinsto busuto neliep gran patata. Tele ronda nana nintolo gradatira. Der into runto wakere que wapa terra chingaradana. Ferra rampada no de ringtada nel camera cella fi porno botat. Dosene caramala dur incidera mel rebe chinchin cranactada. Relive coronto so mele grima con corre gimbasa. Rechu cantrada suma con cere non grum. Gel rectada cemenza bingar rugototo und chuchura remananza. Der into runto wakere que wapa terra chingaradana. Ferra rampada no de ringtada nel camera cella fi porno botat. Dosene caramala dur incidera mel rebe chinchin cranactada. Manama treto sobre barakto drun. Krishe mentru gre baba no flank turu na saganich. Grava we no ku se tabate bate. Trawinsto so potuto neliep green patata. Trawinsto busuto neliep gran patata. Tele ronda nana nintolo gradatira. Der into runto wakere que wapa terra chingaradana. Ferra rampada no de ringtada nel camera cella fi porno botat. Dosene caramala dur incidera mel rebe chinchin cranactada. Pedra to rampada no rinca nel commercio cella fi porno. Turu kavere kare papanala ranchinga. Totorere senisensen. In the session tranda un lontros nana what session? Manama treto sobre barakto drun. Krishe mentru gre baba no flank turu na saganich. Grava we no ku se tabate bate. Trawinsto so potuto neliep green patata. Trawinsto busuto neliep gran patata. Tele ronda nana nintolo gradatira. Der into runto wakere que wapa terra chingaradana. Ferra rampada no de ringtada nel camera cella fi porno botat. Dosene caramala dur incidera mel rebe chinchin cranactada. Pedra to rampada no rinca nel commercio cella fi porno. Turu kavere kare papanala ranchinga. Totorere senisensen. In the session tranda un lontros nana what session? Ona juun senisensen drawicha nel commercio cella fi porno.
Your ears always were too big, Cian. Come on, if the maintenance officer comes through on the explosions, these dorms are gonna be filling up soon. And shut that damn data pad off and throw it down the refresher. We managed to get to the dormitories. We should be safe here. We've been trying to use the holo transmitter to beam a transmission to the administration level to end the lockdown. But the administration console's been severed from the main hub. Everyone thinks we should try to evacuate on our own as soon as possible. But there's no way to break the dormitory seals from the inside. I'm going to keep sending distress calls in the meantime. We've been trying to find a way to circumvent the lockdown and get to our hangar bay, but so far, no luck. The situation's worse than we thought. Even if we get out of here, we can't shut down the fuel depot force fields if a fuel leak was detected. If so, the only way off this asteroid is if a ship docks with us. But the only connection to the docking platform is on the administration level, and we can't get up to the docking bay while we're trapped here. I only hope someone survived the explosion in the mining tunnels. If not, then we're stranded here. Unless our transmission reaches a passing ship, or a Telos freighter.
The transmission gives the code to open the turbo lift when or if help arrives. Code is a simple group of 5 numbers. 3, 17, 13. Then the next 2 numbers are...
almost didn't make it out of the dormitory section before the lockdown, you Merklack. You're cutting a little close, aren't you?
Yes, a regrettable miscalculation on my part. I'm contacting you because I'm picking up a subspace transmission from within that level. Is that your doing?
No, they must be trying to use the old relay system to send an emergency signal. I doubt they know what's really going on.
Hey, this turbo lift's locked down.
Try the code again, and don't worry about the miners and their transmission. By the time help arrives, we'll be all the way to Nar Shaddaa.
Oh, they won't be leaving the dormitories. The explosion within the tunnel has damaged the ventilation systems, causing breaches in the core exhaust conduits.
What? That's going to kill them all!
Not all of them, but I'm sending a number of mining droids to your location right now to correct that problem.
Korta, this turbo lift's locked down. The sequence isn't working.
Keep trying it! You! Why are you doing this? Why me?
You? It was never about you. The Jedi is all that interests me. But then you had to ruin everything by revealing his identity, and then trying to harm him. And that I cannot allow.
Statement. You are a risk, Korta. You are impulsive, crude, and soon, deceased. Hawking query. Korta, are you dead yet? Smug statement. I believe I forgot to mention that I reversed the turbolift codes, in case you managed to get this far.
I have felt a disturbance. Our enemy is here. We must leave at once.
Enemy?
The one that fired upon the Ebon Hawk as we attempted to rescue you. And he will not let us go without blood being shed.
Wait, who is this enemy?
The story is a long one, and time is short. Come, we must go, and quickly.
All right, let's go.
We need to make our way to the docking area on this level. I fear the airlock has already opened, and if so, we must be on our guard. If we cannot reach the Ebon Hawk, then we must find a way to escape on the ship that has docked here.
Who are they?
What in space is going on? Who's this? Another Jedi? What, did you guys suddenly start breeding when I wasn't looking?
And that's him. There's no time to explain. Grab a weapon. Follow.
Alright. I'm guessing that Republic ship that just docked isn't carrying friends of yours.
I hope your talent for understatement is offset by your skill with a blaster. If not, then I fear our time together will be short indeed.
Yeah, and I'm also good at running and drinking, Your Majesty. And even if you two aren't big friends of the Republic, that warship's the only way off this station. Good thing we have a clear run to the ship.
Threat. Master, perhaps I did not enunciate clearly the last time we spoke. I suggested that you should shut down, stay put, and wait for rescue.
After all of the deaths you've caused, rescue is hardly the term I would use.
Correction. I am not here to argue semantics, Master, so I will simply inform you that you are wrong, as were those recently corrected miners.
Are you the one who killed all the miners in the medical bay?
Indignant answer. Master, the miners intended to place you in jeopardy. I could not allow that to take place, so I was forced to negotiate a termination of hostilities. After reprogramming the mining droids to mine any organics they perceived, they began to kill the miners one by one. Then a series of flawlessly timed explosions drove the miners into their dormitories, where I was able to gas them all at once without wasting time hunting them through the mining tunnels. I then administered a large dose of sedatives to the remaining miners in the med bay, enough to kill them, but ensure you slept peacefully. Of course, against my calculations, you awakened from your tank prematurely. I am ashamed by the inconvenience that caused for both of us.
And so you ordered the mining droids to kill me?
Answer? You misunderstand me, Master. Those droids were there to guard you. As I said, I did not anticipate you awakening from the tank. You are quite a hardy specimen for a Jedi, a Rungto among humans, if you will indulge me the metaphor. Besides, as you proved, Master, such droids could never pose a threat to a Jedi. The droids were custodial in nature, cleaning the facility of other distractions.
I don't want to fight you, but I will if you leave me no other choice.
Very well, Master. If inflicting pain is the only means to resolve this matter, then you leave me no choice.
Oh, I got effect mine last time. I don't get why she has so many dark side powers.
What say the word? What would that came from?
go ahead and call it here for today. I do appreciate everyone
Something
who
is
joined
wrong.
in and
I
was
sense
watching.
no one on board.
You sense no one on board?
I do appreciate
Sense
it.
any assassin droids creeping up behind us like last time?
Everyone here has been slain, yet there are few signs of battle. No carbon scoring, no blast of fire. This place has been hit by assassins of a different sort.
Then what are we doing on this ship? We were better off in the facility. You two are supposed to be Jedi? You two are the worst Jedi I've ever met.
Acton's right. We need to get off of the ship.
Oh, and go where? If the assassin machine was correct, then we cannot reach the hangar. Be silent. I need some time to think.
I saw the special dock. When it did, a fuel pipe entered the fuel depot behind the
Look,
force field.
I don't mean to cast another shadow on this, but even if you could reach the ship you came in on, it wouldn't matter. You'll need the orbital drift charts to clear the Paragus asteroid field, unless you want to have the shortest flight out of Paragus ever recorded. Well, of course they have the asteroid drift charts in their Navicomputer. They'd have to.
Then let's get their codes then. Then we can worry about reaching the
Well,
Ebon
we'd have to get to the bridge. I mean, well, that's the biggest problem I can see.
That is a sound plan for the moment. Let us go. Our enemies gather while we...
Forgive me, Cray. I was distracted for a moment. I'll be more mindful of the
Very
present.
well.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.